Sometimes you just gotta take shit with a grain of salt and let life keep moving on. Ain't no point to sit and drown in it, shit ain't gonna change. Just take it with a grain of salt. Everything that hit me, I took that shit with a grain of salt. When I grew up as a fatherless daughter, grew daddy issues, I took that shit with a grain of salt. When childhood was a tear, I took that shit with a grain of salt. Ain't gon' go too deep into childhood if you feel me. You know how that shit goes. Having mommy issues too, yeah. I took that shit with a grain of salt. When my siblings turned against me since a jit, I took that shit. I took that shit with a grain of salt too, yeah. That house was a war, violent as fuck. Most act like they understand. Nah, baby, you ain't lived that stuff. You ain't wake up to that pain every damn day. Smiling outside while your soul decay. Ever been set up by your so-called friend and she watched you get raped and laughed at it? Yeah, I took that shit with a grain of salt. 2 years later, used to hang with the gang bitches you'll die for. Watch you get drunk out your body and let a motherfucker take advantage of you and rape you. Then when police searching for you and they hide you and hold you down and steal everything you got, and I still took that shit with a grain of salt. Ever fell in love and thought you was floating on top of the world? Shit, me too. Then that shit turned to hell. Been dumb, blindly in love. Did all that shit. Dealt with the abuse. Dealt with the gun in my head. Dealt with abuse. Pregnant and all. Dealt with the mental abuse. Dealt with all that shit. And I still stood tall and took that shit with a grain of salt. Watched my whole world fall apart in the blink of an eye and took that shit with a grain of salt. Been a single mother since I was 17, and guess what? I'd rather that than watch broken love repeatedly and think that shit okay to allow and take. Rather, it's your own blood, just me and my enemies. Everything I took to the chin, I took that shit with a grain of salt. Every L I took it with a grain of salt. Them fake hoes, them fake ass family, that fake ass love life, them deep ass betrayals, yeah. I took it like a motherfucking G. Yeah. Take that shit with a grain of salt, right? That's what they tell you. When life keep beating on you, when people you love become strangers, when family become enemies, when your body remember pain, your mouth too scared to speak on. Take it with a grain of salt. But nobody talk about what happened when the salt start living inside your wounds. Nobody talk about how heavy survival get, how hard it is waking up every day carrying trauma like groceries, smiling for your children while your soul bleeding out privately. I done been betrayed, touched, broken, abused, abandoned, set up by people I would've died for. And somehow I still got back up, that's the crazy part. They thought that pain was gonna bury me, thought I was gonna crash out, thought I was gonna lose my mind. I turned every bruise into armor, every betrayal into wisdom, every tear into survival. See, people love saying, why you so cold, why you so guarded, why you don't trust nobody? Cause every time I open my heart, somebody stabbed through it. But I'm still here though, still breathing, still breathing, still a mother, still standing 10 toes through every storm they swore would break me. And if you listening to this, if your life been war too, if you've been violated, if you've been unloved, if you've been carrying pain so long it started feeling normal, I need you to hear me. You are not what happened to you. You survived it. And surviving that type of hell that make you dangerous in a different way. Not evil, not heartless, just unbreakable. So yeah, I took every loss, every fake friend, every fake ounce of love, every sleepless night, every scream, every abandonment, every scar with a grain of salt. And somehow I'm still this motherfucking strong. Yeah. Just me and my mini-me's now, and that's enough.